cannot afford the real deal.
So what's up this week? Everybody getting the impulse box?
No,
Yeah.
it's a good topic though. Good topic.
Actually, I bought 5 of them, and I'm going to throw them in the ocean.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Actually.
Oh, the impulse
box? Yeah.
I thought it didn't look that bad to me.
No, I don't think it's that
Cool.
No, that is redundant, right?
It's redundant. It's they knew they had to know that Universal was going to reissue those. They knew that.
Unless this thing was being made like 2 years ago, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up.
But yeah, I saw you guys post it. I'm not a huge box set person anyway, but it looked okay.
Yeah, it's got some cool records in it.
Speaking of box, I think a few of us are pretty excited about the Pharoah Sanders Pharaoh. I have that pre-ordered, which I would prefer that not be about. I'd just buy the single LP if it was available.
I'm not excited about it. It's really cool. I ordered it.
You're not that excited? You don't? Okay. I mean, it's a hard record to get.
Rob doesn't have any joy in his life. It's okay.
I know. I'm joyless.
He's joyless. Okay, so here's the impulse box and all the records that are in it.
I think a Pharaoh should come in a pyramid, not a box.
True.
Oh, well, that's a great point, Felipe.
So, this is a cool record. I've got a copy of it. That one's great, right? John Coltrane.
Which one?
Africa Brass.
Yep. That was it. I think Eric Dolphy's on that one.
Yeah, I like that. I have a lot of those already.
Yeah.
But the Gabor Szabo is really cool.
Yeah.
I've had that record. It's not for me. When they're playing sitar and then like popular Burt Bacharach songs, it sounds cheesy. That Chicken Shack record is awesome. I have an OG mono of it.
Yeah.
So the bottom row, 3 of those records are out there like recently, really high quality.
Yeah.
The Brown record has been reissued.
Yeah.
I think the killer one is the Coltrane Africa Brass. That to me is the standout.
Yeah, but
this whole top row is pretty badass.
Yeah, I like the Chico Hamilton. That's kind of excites me.
I don't know if is it really hard to find any of those records?
Exactly.
Well, she did a bunch for Impulse, but I don't recognize that cover.
Which one?
Is that the Chico?
I've never seen
That's an Impulse. Yes.
Well, no, I know.
Obviously.
What's
I think it has Gabor Szabo, and I think it's a.
Let me see.
I don't have that Chico, but it's not hard to find any. It's not like they pressed a record because there's Impulse.
Well, what's the price?
Fine.
How much does this cost?
$380, $340,
$350. I remember.
Yeah,
no way. It's unrealistic, I think.
No, I don't think it's unrealistic. People are going to buy it if they want it, but it's 8 records. What does that come out to?
And they're all AAA except for the last 2 they said were digital.
Okay, what the fuck is up with the Karma? Chad did it analog. Why did they have to do it digital?
Maybe they're trying to improve upon it. The Vinyl Me Please Satchidananda that's probably digital, and that is arguably a smidge better than the AAA.
Yeah,
so
I did it.
Those like Spiritual Impulse they can be improved.
It's hard to tell. It is a smidge. I have to do more listening. It is a smidge better.
Yeah, and again, if it's just like very close, you gotta have the assistant to reveal it. Otherwise, it doesn't make a difference.
That's a great point.
I have my picks of what I would want done, and obviously, I think most of these wouldn't be there. But I don't know.
That Mingus looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Is that Mingus? Just Mingus Soul?
Do I really need that?
Yeah. There's much.
Well, all right.
Well, do you really need any records, man? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hold on. So that Mingus piano, is that solo piano?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And what does he play on it? I don't know. To me, off the bat, it kind of sounds interesting, but
I'm not saying it's not. It's not even in my top Mingus stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, would you buy a record like Jimmy Page plays the drums? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Good point, Felipe.
I'm gonna do my imitation. I'm I'm going to do my imitation of the meeting when Vinyl Me Please went to meet with Impulse. You can't have that title. You can't have that title.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have that.
I just wonder what they threw out, when they, because here's the deal. All right, I'm just going to show this. In 2016, Impulse and put out, this is a European, this is a CD set. It's 25 Impulse albums.
Hang on, man.
And, it has, I mean, there's,
Go through 'em.
huh?
Or any of those albums in that set.
Yeah, the Chico Hamilton. Let's see. I think
That Chico Hamilton has Charles Lloyd on tenor. Did Charles Lloyd and Chico play a lot together?
Yeah. I have several
You did?
albums with. They're all Charles Lloyd and Garber Saz, but they all played on each other's album.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like they had a I don't know, they could have done better.
Let's do this, Mike. Let's look. Can we look?
Here's everything that's on this.
I was going to say, what if you pull them out one at a time? We look at the covers and say whether we would rather have that than
Yeah.
All right, let's
You have
do
to
it.
earn your keep, Mike. Do
Oh,
something.
get content from it,
25
man.
freaking right CD.
Let's go.
See, then we can cut this out and make it its own
All right,
thing.
all right. I'll start from the back. All right, there's the Art Blake.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'd rather have
All
that.
right,
I have that.
there's
That's really good.
the Max Roach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need
That can replace
No, I would say no on that.
You're wrong, Mike, as usual.
Yeah, I have.
Yes. I would say yes on
I would
this.
say no
Yeah,
on this.
But that's not even Gil Evans on that album.
It's not. That second side is Cecil Taylor.
I have that album, and it's a great album, but it's easy to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, the easy to get is people that go to Vinyl Me Please aren't really into easy to get.
I've listened to this Benny Carter at a listening station, and
That
the
is
recording
nice.
quality sounded
The
really
people that go
bad.
to Vinyl Me Please get a Dolly
Yes.
Parton with a.
All right.
Well, Chad's putting
All right.
this out.
Yeah, I would like to
Chad's-
have that. Yes.
And
Chad
this
is putting that out.
This is already out.
Yeah,
That's out.
Okay, this.
that's
Yes.
awesome. I have that. It's not hard to get.
Dude, no one cares what's hard
It's
to get.
not easy to get.
Oh,
That's
this
right.
Yes, I have that, but yes,
That's hard to get.
100%
Yeah,
yes.
I
That's
care
a
about
great
that one.
record.
It's not easy to get, Chris.
This is
Yeah.
already out.
Yeah.
This
It was
is
a cool box.
this is out.
Yes.
Jesus.
All right, this could have been.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Absolutely. For fact,
1,000%.
a million percent.
Yeah. That's a top record.
Here's a Chico Hamilton.
Okay.
Okay.
This is already out. No, is it?
No, that's not. That's
More.
the sequel.
More, but
But
yeah.
I have an OG mono of it.
Yeah. Shirley Scott.
That's a
That'd be
good-
cool.
All right. Keith Jarrett.
Okay. Later.
They could think out. They weren't. Vinyl Me Please wasn't even trying to think outside the box. This is out. Okay. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Mhm.
That's also a $5 record.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
I don't know.
This now, see this is something that should have been in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never really listened to much Tom Scott.
I think that record's really cool.
Ah.
It's completely different.
Yeah. Disney.
It's
That's
not-
cool.
it's not hard to
It's
get.
not my favorite Disney. Not even close. This.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I may or may not be,
But Elemental
showing
just
that later.
Elemental just put a stereo version of that.
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And,
That's
and
a good
this Earl Hines. This is actually a really good Earl Hines.
Yeah,
Actually.
it is. Have that.
And that's the whole box set.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, the
Yes.
McCoy Diner. Yeah, are they really trying to tell the story of Impulse, or is it just 8 random?
They're trying to tell the story of the bottom of the barrel of Impulse.
But even that box set doesn't have any of the Dewey Redman. I mean, there's plenty of artists that are missing that
Roswell,
they
Rod,
they
they're all
didn't.
weird
There was
shit.
a lot of earlier stuff in that box.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Don't you expect to see a lot of that, though, right? Like,
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to do a catalog, I mean, what is it, the 9100, 9200 series? You got to have something from there.
Yeah.
there's a lot of really shitty stuff on Impulse too, though.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Impulse doesn't have. It's not like whole killer catalog like Blue Note, right?
Right.
It's a lot of filler there. I think you have to really dig what you
I
like.
mean, there's a lot.
And the title of the box doesn't match the content, the history. I mean, a progression or whatever. In 8 titles, you can do that. I mean, they just pick up like a very corner there, a niche, and that's it.
Yeah.
And stuff that's repeated doesn't make much sense to me.
I mean, it does go from 1961 to 1970. Like they've listed them here in order of time, so there's that. But I mean, how about that? What is that? Archie Shep 4 for Train or whatever? That'd be a cool one.
Yeah, but
that's
Elemental just put that out. But there's a lot of Archie Shep stuff.
Right.
That Marion Brown record they could have done.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they weren't. Whoever was. It was a poor effort.
Yeah.
Now the one interesting thing though is it's getting pressed at their new plant.
Are they?
No one, Mazzy, no one is dissing Impulse. They're dissing Vinyl Me, Please.
We're dissing Magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to diss Mazzy.
Mazzy is responsible for the choices in this box set, clearly.
If anything, Impulse has been trying to put out stuff, right? They forced Chat to do Karma.
Oh, speaking of which, there's an Impulse title that came out today, right? The Coltrane and Eric Dolphy. Anyone grabbed or heard or listened to it?
Oh, the live?
Oh, I heard it doesn't sound great.
I saw some comments. Yeah, I didn't.
Warped Records. I'm hearing from one person they took it back and got another Warped record. They're pressed in Mexico. I don't know what the plan is in Mexico.
I get Warped Records for RTI. I don't think that means much too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I heard it doesn't sound the best. The drums are really loud. I mean, it seems cool though. I'll just stream it.
No, I streamed it today. You're going for the performance there.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's an excellent live set in my opinion. I enjoyed it.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Seattle one, right, Mike? I like that Seattle one.
Yeah, and this sounds better than the Seattle to me.
Okay.
I think it sounds better.
That was the Penthouse recording?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then last night I didn't go, but I had a ticket to the whole little event where they the first play of it, and then they had the guy used to write for the New York Times who wrote a Coltrane biography, Ben Ratliff, Brandon Younger, and two other people. Talk about the recording and Coltrane and Dolphy in general.
Yeah.
Mike, what did you think of the rendition of My Favorite Things? That's the first track.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I like hearing Dolphy on the flute. It was good.
Oh, cool.
It was very good.
Yeah.
So does Train get the first solo and then Dolphy?
Gosh, I can't even remember. I just the flutes. Dolphy on flute just stands out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, one last thing I'd say about that box is it's also $43 if you're a member, or $50 a record.
Yeah.
Like I don't like these boxes where the records cost more than if you just bought them individually. It's like one fucking box,
But you get the podcast.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
It'll be on the internet like tomorrow, though. As soon as somebody gets one, it's like, hey, here's the fucking QR code for the. I've never listened to those though. Maybe I should do that. I got the only one I have is that Herbie box, and I haven't listened to the podcast. Maybe I should do that.
Well, who are the hosts of the podcast?
I don't know. I think Herbie's on them though. I think if he's not, then I don't care. I mean, it is cool, and the book's cool, I'm sure too. But is it $10 more than a AP?
I heard it's Ashley Kahn.
Cool? Huh?
I don't
Mike's
really.
trying to be funny. I'm
not trying to be
on shaky ground with Mike.
What, Brandon?
Oh, nothing. I'm not trying to be, negative, but a multiple artist box set just never really interests me that much anyway.
Well, what if they did like a black jazz, or they recently did?
Yeah.
I mean, those I think
more
are
specified
cool.
to like a genre or something like that. Yes, I would probably be like that's more interesting. But if it's just like a label,
What about the Tribe box? I mean, Felipe and Mike got that. Right?
That's pretty specific though.
And given my expectations, that box sounds really good. The content is great, nicely presented. I think it's really good too.
Like I wouldn't be that.
I would
I've
love to
never
get
been
that.
that interested in a Blue Note box set that's random, or a Riverside that's random, or anything like that.
That's fair.
It doesn't really. I mean, if it was Black Jazz or maybe even a Strata East box set, something I would probably be more into that. But the big labels, there's so much. There's just so much stuff,
Yeah,
The smaller labels that had under 50 releases,
Yeah.
more interesting.
Yeah.
Than someone that had, I don't know how many releases Impulse had, but.
Yeah, the story of Strata East box would be sick.
I think the story of K-Tel Records is coming out before the Strata East.
Oh God,
That's good, man. Maybe you get someone really good working on Strata box. That would be great.
Yeah, that would
I bet you could buy 20 K-Tel records for less than $20.
Everybody wants this, right?
Yeah.
Somebody to do this Joe Henderson Milestone box. I feel like
I would think I'd rather Craft do it than VMP though, for some reason.
Yeah, I would hope if someone does the Henderson Milestones, they do them really nicely, and even if they're $40 a piece.
I hope they come out with blood rubbed all over the grooves.
With what?
Yeah,
it's weird.
They're gonna do it nicely. Come on.
Yeah. How many milestones he has? Like 10.
Go all the way with some high quality covers.
I mean, we don't know what the tapes are like. We never hear.
Yeah, the Zen Rock is good, Mazzy. That's very true.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
What?
Yeah. The Zen Rock box. That box is great.
Vinyl Me Please did it.
But did they? So the Ramrock and the Detroit. What's the other one? It was done in conjunction with Now Again Records. The geez, what's the box you got, Felipe? The Vinyl Me Please box.
The Zen Rock and the Tremble.
Yeah,
that's a cool one, Angelo. I would totally be interested.
I think that'd sell like 12 copies, though, man. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
How many Indian Navigation records were there? There weren't a lot.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I mean,
is that going to sell to like the VMP?
They're probably less than, I don't know, 80. I can't imagine it's over 100.
I
think, but it could be.
Hey, maybe they'll do the story of Angelo Kelly box. What would be in there?
But there's some expensive. There's some really hard to get Indian Navigation.
Yeah, Mike, was a X75 on Indian Navigation?
I do not know off the top of my head.
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember too.
Yeah,
we did some stuff for India. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the India navigation stuff in the last few years got expensive. Well, some of it. Some of it really inexpensive. Like a lot of the James Newton is still inexpensive, and those are excellent recording. You can always find a bunch of clarinet summits that are actually really good performances that are $8.
Mm-hmm. Dude, could you there are 12 Henderson Milestones. Can you imagine a 12 LP box? That would be so sick.
Yeah. And if they come with
he does a lot of.
Go ahead, Mike.
Sorry, Felipe. No, sorry.
If they come with a quality that I got this Milestone. Oh my gosh, the Vinyl Me Please today.
Yeah.
Quite tiny, man. That stuff is killer. Sounds great. Yeah. The record is heavy and thick. Nice slab there. If they make a box at that high quality, that would be great.
Really Felipe likes them thick, man.
But I have tried it. And it's an awesome sounding record anyway.
Yeah. My copy was warped to hell, so I'm getting a new one. But
I think I have like 10 of the 12, and I would be happy for everyone to get the Milestone Henderson. I'd be stoked for everyone to have it. I wouldn't. I'd get it too.